getting into this episode of GH, I this whole thing is crazy right now. Um, I'm not used to Ava being broke. I'm not used to her being financially challenged. I think it's ridiculous because I'm trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. Like, how, even without the Cassadine money, how is she having money problems? Ava was financially good before she married Nicholas, before she even got the Cassadine money and Windermere and all that stuff. So it's like, how is she having money problems? I mean, did the Cassadines just go into the account, take out more than what the money was, more than what the settlement money was that Nicholas gave? Like, how was that possible? Because she should have still been good financially, unless she was just blowing her own personal money like it was water at the time. Because she was banking on getting, because she knew she was going to get this new money. Like, that could be possible too. But I'm just like, damn, Ava. Like, for a bonus, she gave Trina a painting instead of a big ass bonus check. And I love how Trina didn't want to take the painting because she knew Ava was having money problems. She was like, nah, you could sell this and make, a good amount of money off of this. But I love how Trina basically told her, like, yeah, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to keep it for when you need it. Because now if you need it and you really need the money, like really that bad, then I'm going to give it back to you for you to sell. I love that. Like, that's some genuine friendship right there. I love it. Ava need to figure out her money. She do. Because the one thing she don't want is for Sonny to find out that she having money problems. Because the moment Sonny find that out, oh, it's a wrap. Oh, he will call Diane in a hot New York minute and get her back in that courtroom and get that custody away from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will make sure he walk away with full custody. He will damn well make sure of that. So she need to make sure she keep her money problems on the hush. Because that's one thing you don't want him to find out about. It's gonna be all over but the show. A part of me feel bad for Kai because some people are not used to that fame. Like, some people get into the entertainment industry or get into the sports industry because they love what they do. They have a passion for it, but they're not necessarily getting into that for the fans, so to speak, like for all that exposure. To have fans just bum rushing you and stuff like that because that guy that came talking about, oh, can I get a picture and da 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 da, and basically suggesting that Kai go back down to the event that was going on. And I love how Trina was like, no, it's all right if you don't go. Like, she tried to give him an out and stuff. And I love that they got the hell up out of there. Because some fans, they could be, very demanding of people. Like, they sometimes treat people as if they're not human themselves. So it's rather ridiculous. So I'm glad Trina was there, as a stand-in and stuff to, help Kai get, some breathing room. Because it can be a bit too much when you're at these events and stuff, especially like when you're on the come up of being a celebrity, especially when you are a celebrity. Like, it could be a bit much. So I love that she stood up and stood in there for him, to get on up out of there. I'm really liking them. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more growth with them as a potential couple. I don't want to see them go too fast, but not too slow either. Like with Jordan and Isaiah, I don't want to see that go too slow. Like, we need to, speed that up a little bit. But I like it. I definitely like them together. Moving on from that. I'm very curious about this whole Cassadine estate situation because this thing is just baffling to me. Because Martin spoke with the Greek council or the Greek attorneys or whoever up in Greece about the Cassadine estate. And Ace is officially the new heir for the Cassadine fortune. I can understand why Laura wouldn't want him to have that. I can understand that. But what annoys me is that Laura be like, oh, that money is cursed and all this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, how is the money cursed? You know, and when Alexis was like, oh, let's donate the money to charity, I'm like, if the money's cursed, so they say, why would you want cursed money to go to charity? I'm just saying. I don't feel like the money is cursed. I feel like the reason Nicholas and Spencer were so corrupted, I don't think it was really the money. I think it was the way they were raised. You know what I'm saying? They were raised around Helena, Stavros, being around Victor. It corrupts people being around people like that. They were they were nutty. So I don't feel like it was the money because there's plenty of wealthy people out there who don't act the way the Cassadines act when they got millions of dollars, hundreds of millions. You know what I'm saying? They don't act fool like that. So I can't say the money was cursed. And they keep talking about the Cassadine curse, and hey, I don't believe in that foolishness because at the end of the day, Helena had no power to curse anybody. She was a human being like everybody else. She believed like everybody else believed. She ain't had no magical powers to curse nobody. So if they believe that foolishness, they are crazy as hell. That lady was not no witch. She was a witch, but not that kind of witch. It was funny watching Alexa's reaction when she saw Windermere on the list of assets because she was like, how the hell Windermere is up here? And he explained to her that Windermere is back in the possession of the Cassadines. Yo, Alexis was happy as hell signing those papers. She was getting her life signed in that shit. She was so happy about Ava's misfortune. I can't. A part of me can't even blame Alexis for being happy about it, especially after what Ava did. So I can't even blame Alexis for being happy about that. I'm curious about the Cassadines though. Like, I'm surprised, but I'm not that surprised. But I want to know who's pulling the chain on this. Like, who's in charge on this? Because Nicholas is in prison, so I'm pretty sure Nicholas didn't give the order to yank Ava's divorce settlement away. So who's the Cassadine pulling the strings on this? Could it be Valentine somehow? An older Cassadine? Like, who's doing it? That's what I'm curious about. Like, that's what's really got me like, all right, who doing it? Like, I feel like if Laura and Kevin raise Ace right, you know what I'm saying, which I'm sure they would, they don't have to worry about him turning out like how the other Cassadines have turned out. They don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I really don't feel like they need to worry about it. Because they got some years. Like, they got a few years before he is of age to even get that money. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And a lot can happen between now and the time, where he ages up. So I wouldn't sweat it too much if I was them. Moving on from that. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Anna has her hands full with Emma. That girl, that little girl, I'm gonna tell you, she gonna give Anna a run for her money. She really is. Staying out till 4 in the morning. I would have tore her a new one. I'm just saying. I would have tore that kid a new one. I like it though. I like this new attitude from Emma. I really like it. Like, she got some spice to her. Because to do all of that under her parents' nose for the last 2 months, like, they had no idea she got kicked out of college. No idea. And my thing is, even if Emma gave the school her number instead of her parents' number, wouldn't the school still have her parents' email or something? Like another form of contact for them? I mean, I'm pretty sure Robin and Patrick are paying for the education. So you would think that they would be in direct contact with the school via email or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure with all the damage that was caused due to the sprinkler system going off because of that wild party, Robin and Patrick would have to cough up some money to pay for that. And I'm sure it ain't cheap. I'm just saying, I know it costs a pretty little penny. That's crazy. Like, that kid, that is crazy. Like, Emma is no joke. But I like how Anna, stood firm and stayed on her neck and let her know, like, instead of that apartment that she was going to get, she going to stay with her. But my thing is, how the hell could she possibly sign a lease for an apartment if she don't have a job? Especially with the way rent is nowadays. I'm like, how the hell could Emma possibly afford it? Like, was she gonna use Monopoly money? How you gonna pay for it? Um, but yeah, I'm glad Anna stayed on her neck because Anna dealing with that kid, Anna gonna have to be like 4 steps ahead of that girl, at least 4 steps, or maybe five, because that kid right there, she is nothing but trouble at this point. Um, but damn, I don't blame Robin and Patrick for being pissed off. Like, as a parent, I'd be furious. Like, I'd be ready to hop on a plane and turn her every which way but loose. I'm just saying. Um, I love the scenes with Emma and Jocelyn. I freaking loved it. Um, the way Emma threw it in Jocelyn's face, how she hooked Cameron up with his new girlfriend Gretchen, and how Gretchen was a good fit for him and stuff. I love it. I love it. Like, she was really trying to get under Jocelyn's skin. I am here for it. Like, that kid right there. Oh, this is a breath of fresh air bringing Emma back, especially with this new attitude of hers. Um, I'm here for it. I'm here for every piece of it. And honestly, um, honestly, I can't wait to see what Jack Brennan is going to do with this information now that he done met Emma, the granddaughter of Anna. I wonder how he going to use that to his advantage because you never know with Jack. Um, Speaking of Jack, when Jocelyn went to him for that favor to see if, the satellite that the WSB uses or whatever, if it picked up anything from Dex's stabbing, I was wondering why Jack would lie and say, oh, after 48 hours, it deletes or whatever. They deleted, unnecessary footage. But then he called and had that footage pulled. So I wonder why he lied to Jocelyn about it. But then again, Jocelyn has turned out to be just like her mother because she run into Jack too asking for favors. And if I was Jack Brennan, I would be annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Carly constantly asking for favors. Now her daughter asking for a big favor. Like, that would just drive me up a damn wall. Honestly. It's like, what am I getting out of all these favors? That's what I would want to know. Like, what's in it for me? Like, that's a lot of favors to be doing. But I wonder, like, what he gonna do with that footage? Like, is he gonna have it pulled and he gonna somehow use it to his advantage? Like, Jack Brennan is a big question mark at this point. Like, he's a huge mystery, so you never really know with him. And I feel like with Jason too. I just feel like, don't he ever get tired of trying to be Captain Save a Hub? Like, this man might as well join the PCPD at this point because one, he was supposed to be helping with the Charlotte situation. Now he talking about looking into the Dex situation. So I'm like, why he putting all that on his plate? I don't get it. Like, if I was Jason, I'd be annoyed too. Cause I'm like, that's a lot to be doing for a mob hit, man. I'm just saying. That's a lot to be doing. But I feel like when he went to go see Anna and they was talking, I feel like, honestly, Anna, like her going on this little tangent about Lulu going to Prague and how it could tip off Valentine, I feel like that was more to cover her own behind rather than Lulu. Like, her worried about Lulu and worried about Valentine getting away. I think that was more about her fear that Lulu gonna find out what happened. Like, I feel like that's her way of trying to, get nervous. I feel like she's definitely nervous about Lulu finding out about the shooting and stuff like that. But Anna need to count her days because it's only a matter of time for Lulu to find out about it. Speaking of Lulu, first of all, where did Lulu get the money to even go to Prague? Because isn't that an expensive flight to get on? Like, to even go there, whether it be business class, coach, first class, isn't it still a little pricey to go there? Where she get all these funds? But I'm glad she was reunited with Charlotte. And Lulu proved yet again she's Luke's daughter. Like, yeah, she put that tracker in her purse. That was such a Luke move. And I loved it. Lulu is sharp. She learned a thing or two from her pops. It was good to see Valentine though. It was good to see him. He was looking very cold though. Like, the look on his face, he was looking real cold. Like, the eyes and stuff, like, I was like, damn, what's going on with you, Valentine? But I know he not happy about Lulu being there, though. I know that. And I'm not surprised that Charlotte didn't want to come back home with Lulu. That's not shocking. Because you know how she is about Valentine. She ain't about to leave him by himself and stuff like that. So I'm not shocked she didn't want to come home. That's least surprising. So anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad Michael went to go see Diane because once again Diane gave him some smart advice, but at the same time, her reaction was hilarious to me when she found out about Drew and Willow in the nursery. And she was like, "Ooh, that's icky." Diane never disappoints, but Michael is still trying to show Willow some grace, and that's what annoys me. Like Michael is still trying to show this girl some grace. Like he's sitting there talking about, oh, I want my family back. Oh, I want to work things out. No, you don't, Michael. Like, what the hell are you doing? Divorce her ass. Because I totally agree with Diane. He should have been the one to file. I don't understand. How do you come back from that? Like, how do you reconcile a marriage with that kind of situation? You know what I'm saying? Her sleeping with your uncle. Like, how you fix that? I don't feel like that's fixable. Michael, he pissed me off with that too because I hate when people on this show or on any show hire these high priced attorneys and don't tell them everything that they need to know. Because Diane asked him, is there anything else I need to know? Like, I don't want nothing, no surprises, nothing popping up on me later. And I totally agree with her. Like, she's your lawyer. She's a retainer. Tell her everything. He should have told her about him and Sasha and their one night stand. Like, that was stupid to me. I'm like, tell your damn lawyer. Dumb dumb. The hell are you doing? So anyway, moving on from that. I'm not surprised that Sasha want to leave town. I'm not surprised that she want to leave town. I don't see her leaving though. I don't think she really gonna do it because she talked about leaving town before and ended up staying. So I don't think she gonna do it. But my thing is too with her. Do she got enough money to move, like to leave? Because being a cook for the Q family, I didn't think that paid too much money. But I'm glad Maxie let her know like it's not gonna be easy raising a baby by yourself, without the support of family and stuff. And she has such a huge family now. Plus she got the Quartermains. But she already know like if Michael and the Qs find out that she pregnant with his baby, please, she ain't going nowhere because she already know they gonna stop her from leaving. Her family is gonna stop her from leaving. You know what I'm saying? The Scorpios are gonna stop her from leaving too. So, you know, and plus I can imagine what Cody reaction is gonna be to all of this. But Sasha needs to let people know this now because it's gonna be a matter of time before she starts showing. You can't keep this a secret for too much longer. So at some point she gonna have to just start talking and let them know like what's going on. Well, that's pretty much the entire episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it. I will see you all later. Peace.